Navigate Pro operates with both Outlook and Skype for Business. Here you can see on the display I have my Skype for Business interface, and we'll receive an internal call. So in the bottom right hand corner you can see Jeremy on 702 is calling. I can answer the call, and I'm now on my telephone, but you can see within Skype our presence has been passed into Skype to show that we're in a call. So anyone that's looking for me within Skype can now see I'm in a call, but when I end my call, that's now gone back to being available. If I'm using Skype as my main presence control, I may want to change my status. So for example, if I put myself on Do Not Disturb, you see down in the tray here now it's put my either my desk phone or my soft phone into Do Not Disturb mode, and I can take myself off back to say available, and that's now deactivated that. If I bring up my Navigate Pro control panel, you can see again if I do it on here, same setting has put me onto Do Not Disturb, and I've got a Do Not Disturb icon. Or perhaps if I put myself off work, it's now activated my on holiday message, so anyone that calls me will now receive my on holiday message. If I wish to use Skype to look for someone, I can do it in two ways. So if I click into here and type in Gary, as I'm typing you see it's telling me that Gary is in the Splicecom directory, he's in my Outlook directory, and he's in my Skype directory. So I can click on any of these icons to call him, or I could be within my Skype and search for Gary. So there's Gary. I can right click and call using Navigate Pro, and it's now popped up with the telephone numbers that I'm allowed to call him on, and I can then click and make a call, and it's now dialing out through the telephone system by taking the directory information from Skype, and you can see it's now immediately put me into in call. One of the options we have within Navigate Pro with its Skype integration is to, rather than put yourself into in call, is we can actually activate D&D status. So subject to your privacy rules, you may or may not want some people to be able to override your in call status by activating D&D instead. So if we receive a call for a second time, as a call comes in, we receive the call, we answer the call, and you see it's actually now put us on Do Not Disturb. So therefore, if anyone is trying to call me from Skype, subject again to my privacy, the Do Not Disturb will put a more severe block onto them so they can't interrupt my call. The same Do Not Disturb information can appear when you receive a video call. So it will ask you, do you wish to put your desk phone onto Do Not Disturb at the same time you're on the video call, because you may not wish to have a desk phone call interrupting any video calls. However, you may choose not to select to activate the D&D. You may be waiting for a separate call, and therefore it's the user's choice how they wish to operate. But again, as we end the call, it has now disappeared. Now, the traditional way of working is to have my Skype to the left here, I have it, and then on the right I have my Navigate control panel, and I've actually docked my traditional telephony favourites here. But if I don't wish to be using the traditional telephony favourites, I wish to do everything through Skype, I can click into my settings, go to my Skype icon or selection, and if I click docked here and close, if I now give my Skype a wiggle, you see it's removed the Navigate control from my telephony options, so that's now dropped down out of the way. And as I drop down Skype and bring Skype to the front, my Navigate control panel is following and working as one. That ends the demonstration.